Get down! Get away! Look at this!
Mom, he's not gonna bite us.
Get down!
Matthew, who had passed away, was reincarnated as a dog. After searching for so long, he finally found his wife and son. But when his wife saw him, she was terrified. She thought he was a stray dog and tried to chase him away. However, his son felt an unexplainable connection with him. Feeling helpless, Matthew lowered his paws, watching as his wife drove away, but he didn't give up running after the car as fast as he could. Of course, he couldn't catch up, but he used his memories to find his way home. When his wife saw the dog again, she was shocked but ignored him. Matthew, however, confidently ran straight to the back door. He rolled over on the ground, wagging his tail, trying to get their attention. He even put on a sad, pitiful expression. His son worried that the dog hadn't eaten in a long time. Seeing this, his wife's heart softened, and after her son's plea, she agreed to let the dog stay just for one meal. But deep down, she liked the dog more than she admitted. She had no idea that this was actually her late husband. Later, while her son played on the carpet, Matthew did something familiar. He hid his son's toy under the couch. Without thinking, the boy reached under and pulled it out. He told the dog, "My dad used to do this all the time too." Matthew knew they wouldn't recognize him. After all, coming back as a dog was just unbelievable. So, he decided he would protect them in his own way. That night, he carefully pulled a blanket over his son and then lay beside his wife. The next morning, when she woke up and saw the dog next to her, she nearly jumped out of bed. Matthew gently touched her wedding ring with his nose, hoping she would understand, but she didn't. So, he put on one of his old shirts. His wife laughed, but when she saw her late husband's belongings, her smile quickly turned to sadness. Matthew rested his head on her lap, comforting her in silence. One day, his son missed his father so much that he ran to visit his grave, but the cemetery keeper didn't notice him and locked the gates before leaving. By the time the boy realized, he was already trapped inside. When Matthew noticed his son hadn't come home, he immediately went out to search for him. At home, his wife looked at their son's drawings and suddenly realized where he had gone. Through the heavy snowfall, Matthew finally found his son, shivering in the cold. He curled up next to him, using his body to keep him warm. He held on until his wife arrived. When she saw the locked cemetery gate, she didn't hesitate, drove straight through it. She rushed to her son and carried him into the car. The boy, half asleep, mumbled that he had a dream about his father. He said his dad told him not to cry, that he would always be with him. His wife glanced at Matthew. She wanted to bring him home, but instead, he stood up and walked toward his own grave. Slowly, he brushed the snow away from the headstone, revealing a word carved into it. Her eyes filled with tears. At that moment, she realized the dog standing before her was her husband.